Hi, this is Barbie. We're going to do a reformer workout today. I'm going to have two reds and a green on. You're welcome to have more or less. Headrest can be up or down. I'm going to go ahead and lay back. Feet are on the foot bar. We're going to set the toes into a Pilates V. So toes apart, about a fist width between those toes, big toes, and the heels are pulled together. We're going to rest those hips heavy. We're going to go ahead and keep those shoulders wide. We're going to have a little space here in that low back where we could stick a blueberry, and we're not going to smash it. We're going to try to keep that position. Inhale, prepare. We're going to press out, stretch those legs, and we're working to hold that torso nice and still, especially through the pelvis and lower back. 8, and breathe. Exhale. And 6, and 5. Good. And 4, 3, and 2. We're going to come in halfway, pause, little pulses out, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Press it all the way out. Really reach those legs nice and long and bring that carriage in. Good. We're going to have the heels wide. We're going to keep those knees slightly turned out, a little wider than the shoulders. And again, press it out and resist in. As we come in, we're going to try to feel like we're dragging those heels to the center of the foot bar. 8, 7, and 6, and 5, 4. Pull those heels in. Feel like that sensation is happening, pulling those heels in. 3, and 2. Halfway in and pause the carriage. Little pulses out and out. Again, that dragging into those heels. They won't really move. You're just feeling like they could. 7, and 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2. Press it all the way out. Straighten those legs. Come right back in. Good. We're going to turn the legs in. The heels will stay wide on that foot bar. The knees are rolled in. And we're going to go ahead and press the carriage out and in. 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4. Should be feeling a little bit different part of that leg. If this doesn't feel good, you could always do parallel. Last time out, full extension, halfway, and knees are inward, and little pulse, just like you're doing a snowplow. And 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4, pulse 3, and 2, all the way out. Reach those legs long, turn back, turn out those toes and legs, and come back in. Good. All right, toes to the center. Again, about a hand's width between those 2 feet, between those big toes. We're going to press the carriage out, lengthen those legs, and lower. Now we're going to bend one knee, and we're going to run in place. Rise up and change. Good. 8. Inhaling and exhaling, relaxing. 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, 2, and 1, and hold. One heel is under. Shoulders and hips are relaxed. Nice inhale. Rise up and change. Hold. Deep inhale. Lift and both heels under. Now we're going to count 2 up and 2 down. So we're going to go up, up with the heels and down, down. And lift, lift, and lower, lower. And lift, lift, and lower, lower. And lift, lift, and lower, lower. Let's go 6, up, up, and down, down. 5, reach those heels up and under. And 4, and 3, really nice. And 2, and 1. Lift those heels, let those heels stretch, breathe, and rise up onto the tippy toes and come back in with your foot bar, to your foot bar. Good, very nice. Let's go ahead. We're going to change the spring weight today. So legs are going to go out. We're going to take a deep breath, arms up. We're going to roll up, maybe grab the back of those thighs to help you sit up nice and tall. We're going to go to a light spring setting. So red and a blue. This could be done lighter, but we're going to do some single leg challenge. We're going to roll back down, and heels are on. shoulders are relaxed. Now, if your headrest is up, put it down. We're going to go flat with that headrest. Check to make sure it's all the way flat. And we're going to go heels a fist width apart. Roll up through the tailbone with your exhale. Lower belly in, shoulders relaxed. We're going to slide the carriage out and pull it in. It's very, very light. And breathe. Exhale, pull it in. And inhale out. And exhale, pull it in. Shoulders are soft. And 6. Exhale in. And 5. And 4. As the hips lift, the abs pull in. 3, the carriage is in. Out and in. 2. One more time. Pull it in, hold it in, and soften your chest. Roll down from the chest through the ribs, lower back, and the pelvis. Very nice. All right, we're going to try single leg. Try to keep moving. We're going to roll up through the pelvis, left knee tabletop. As you press off, you're going to kick and bend. Exhale, shoulders soft. So relax something up in that chest shoulder area. 5, 4, pull the carriage in. 3, try to do it smooth. 2, 1, foot goes down, pull the carriage in, roll down slow. Nice deep breath. Got that other side, roll it up. Abs are in, hips are even. Right knee tabletop, kick it out, press and in. Shoulders are soft, relax that collarbone. And 6, 5, hips are level and lifted. 4, belly in. 3, breathe in, exhale out. 2, and 1, tabletop hold, put that foot down, carriage in, roll it on down, and knees into your chest. Very nice job, you guys. We're going to press the carriage out. We can have that headrest back up. And we'll bring that left knee to your chest and hold it there. Maybe you have the right toes on the foot bar so your heel can go under. And now roll the knee over to the opposite side of the room and opposite arm out. So the same knee that's moving is the arm that's stretching away from that knee. Deep inhale and exhale. Bring that leg center. Hips are even. Send that leg up. Flex and point. And flex and point. Circle the ankle. Rotating at the ankle only. The leg is still. Reverse. And press that heel up. Really stretch. And come on down. Good. Pressing off the left toes. Right knee to your chest. Hold it there. Deep inhales and exhales. Roll the knee over to the left side or to the street. Arm open. Right arm open. That left hand is sort of pressing that knee across the body. Deep inhale. Roll the knee center. Extend that right leg up. Flex the heel. Point the toes. And circle the ankle. Let's circle. 3, 2, and reverse. 3, 2, and press that heel up. Stretch. And come on in, you guys. Very nice. All right. We're ready for our loops. We've got a red and a green on. If you have a red and a yellow on, that's fine as well. So let's bring our hands into those straps. We're going to go short loops. And we're going to set those shoulders down on the mat nice and heavy. Collarbone is nice and wide. Good. Knees are up. We're going to send that left leg out over the foot bar. Our ribs are drawn front ribs to back. As we press, we're going to lift the chest, straighten the right leg out, left knee in, and change the legs back as the arms come up. So right leg arms down, left leg arms up. Lay back the head nice and smooth. Inhale, exhale. 3, and 3, 2, and 2, 1, and hold 1. Left leg is out. Now switch to the right leg out. Left knee tabletop. Arms down, chest up, left leg straightens out. And we're going to change left knee and right leg out. Good. When the arms are up, the right leg is lengthened out over the foot bar. When the arms are down, the left leg. 4, 3, pull the belly in, ribs to hips. 2, ribs stay heavy as the arms come up. And hold. Good. Knees in, deep breath. Arms down, chest up. Now just the legs. One leg is in, one leg is out, and switch. 10. Straighten the leg. 9. Press it over the foot bar or to the foot bar. Pull those lower abs in. 6, 5. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's bring those knees in and release. Find your foot bar. Really nice. Okay, keep it going. Shoulders unshrug. Connect those arms to the back, knees up. Good. Arms down to the hips, chest up, left leg out. We're going to lower lift just that leg for 6. Abs are in across the pelvis. 5, 4. Reach those hands to the foot bar, shoulders off the ears. And bring that leg back in. And right leg extends and lifts, lowers. Other leg is stationary. And 4. Lower abs holding the pelvis still. 3. And in with that knee. Arms up, head down, deep breath. Arms back to the hips, chest up, left leg out. Good. Now just the arms, they come up to that right knee. So they're lifting up level with the knee. Chest and shoulders are lifted. And 3. Chest and shoulders are lifted. 2. Change which leg is out and continue. Hands are lifting halfway. Arms are straight, chest is lifted. Leg is straight. 4. Belly in. 3, 2, and 1. And release it back. Really nice. Arms out to a T. We're going to roll those knees over to a side and just stretch. Good. And the knees come center and over. And just stretch through the center of your chest. Try to get the shoulders even. And knees center. All right. We're going to leave the left arm out to a T. Right arm up. We're going to alternate each time. We're going to start by gazing over the arm that's straight. So knees are tabletop and hips are heavy. Good. We're going to lift the chest, pull the arms down the sides of the body, legs extend. Good. Now right arm opens, look to your right. Back to your hips, straighten both legs out. Tabletop, left arm opens. Back to the hips, legs extend. Inhale, right arm opens to the side and reach to the hips to your 100 position. And 2. And hold the shoulders lifted. Now knees come in, arms open halfway. Left arm out and back to the hips, legs extend. Look to the right. Arms open only halfway. Chest and shoulders are lifted off the mat. 4, 3, lower abs in. 2, 1. And release. Very nice. Should be getting up into those upper abs just a little bit on those. Okay. Take a nice inhale. Elbows are going to hover by your side, pressing into those hands so the elbows are at a 90-degree angle. We're going to bring those knees up, tabletop legs. Go ahead, take a deep breath. We're going to press those arms and legs out, lift the chest, one leg high, one leg low, and lay back. Elbows bend and knees bend. And switch which leg is high, low. And 4. Elbows are hovering. 3. Lay down the head and shoulders and then lift. 2. And again, we're going to stay lifted. Now we're going to do the same thing. Elbows bend, knees bend, and press out. Chest lifted, shoulders are off the mat. If your neck is tired, put your head down. 5, 4. Lower abs sinking in like a belt. 3, 2. Hold it. Scissor the legs up and up and up and down. 1 to the foot bar, 1 to the ceiling. 7. Reach those fingertips, chest up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Very nice. That should be a little bit of a challenge. So, good job. All right, catch your breath. Couple more here. Shoulders are off those shoulder pads, knees up, tabletop. Good. We're going to bring those arms down, lift the chest. Again, the head can stay back. Legs out. We're going to open the feet shoulder width and crisscross. We're going to go down, 2, 3, 5, reaching back up, crossing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. 1, 2, crossing, 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 up. 2, 3, 4, and down. Last set, tummy tight and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Very nice. Okay, lower abs. We're going to keep the lower back completely flat. So when the legs lower down, you want to keep that back flat. You'll stop before the back starts to rise. Arms out to a T. Legs are straight up to the ceiling and close those legs up. Inhale here, shoulders heavy. Exhale, to the hips, lift your chest, curl that tailbone a little bit. Feel those lower abs. Now arms move to the T position, head back, Legs lower, lower back is flat, and exhale. 8. Keep that tension in those hands as the legs maybe keep going. 7. We're going to curl the tailbone as the legs come up and in. Curl. Keep that lower back flat. 5, 4, 3, tension in those armpits all the way down to the palms. 2, and pull in, curl the tailbone, hold that curl for 5, 4, straighten those legs. 3, reach those hands. 2, and 1, and release. Good. Peg your loops. We're going to put our legs back over the foot bar or just sit up, arms up. Exhale, grab behind those legs. Let's use those hands to help. That was a little intense. So we're going to take off our red. I'm doing a blue and a yellow. You can also do just a blue. A red is quite heavy. We're going to do one arm pulls. So we're going to roll back down. And let's start with that left arm. Right arm down by your side. Both shoulders are touching the mat, knees up. Good, let's leave the head back for this. So we're gonna go down and extend, and we're gonna feel those front ribs draw into the back ribs. The knees are gonna stop at tabletop and the arm stops right above the shoulder. 4, try to stay in your center. 3, 2, now we're gonna lift the chest and hold the legs out. Good, knees in, right hand behind the head. The arm goes halfway up and down. Halfway up and down, chest and shoulders are lifted. Try not to press in your head. 4, belly down. Sink those belly buttons in. 3, pull those lower abs in. 2, arm stays, extend the right leg. Now you're going to bend that left elbow, straighten the left leg, right knee in, and change. As the left arm straightens, the right leg straightens. We've got 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, elbows hugging the side of the body. 1, and 1, and release it back. Good. All right, peg that strap. Make sure you're in your center. Right arm is up in that short strap. Shoulders are heavy and even. Hips are heavy and even. Tabletop legs, breathe. Keep your head back. Arm down, legs extend. Knees in, arm up. Down, reach. Try to keep those shoulders even. 4, feel those lower abs really pulling in like a seatbelt's pulled across. 3, you've just tightened that seatbelt. 2, and lift the chest. Hold, left hand behind your head. Good, knees bend. Arms go halfway up and down. Chest is lifted, belly in. Sink those abs in. And feel that saran wrap across the front of the pelvis. And 3, arm breathes up, exhale down. 2, hold it to your hips, send that left leg out. Now, when you bend your right elbow, switch your legs and press, switch. Elbows hugging the side of the body. 5, chest up. 5, shoulders lifted. 4, abs in tight. 3, 3, 2, and 1. Bend and release. Good. Find your foot bar. Peg that strap. Good. Let's hold those pegs. Left ankle over right knee. Again, we're going to rotate the knees over to a side, arms open. Feel the front of the shoulders and the chest relax. Breathe. And then bring those hands back to center. Pull those lower abs in and rotate the knees center. Right ankle over left knee, knees to the right, and arms go back out to the sides. One more deep breath. Grab those pegs, pull those lower abs in, and draw those knees center. Let's draw the knees up to the chest. And we're going to come on up. Very nice job. I'm going to lighten my spring setting. We're going to pull to the risers. I'm going to change mine to a long blue, so that yellow is going to come off. You are welcome to have a yellow and a blue. It just is a little harder to stay on the box. So we're going to put them on lengthwise. So come on up. We're going to skip the gray mats. And we're going to go ahead and put that box on lengthwise. We are going to grab a black mat today. So one of these sticky mats, and they're going to go right under our ribs. All right, we're going to lay down. Chest over the front of the box. we're going to start with a little stretch. So hands go on the frame, right underneath your shoulders, and press down on the frame. Lift your chest forward and pull along the frame just slightly, drawing up on those abdominals. Breathe in through the nose and exhale, come on down. Let's do that again. Walk your hands a little further forward, shoulders back, chest lifts, tummy lifts, and pull along the frame just a little bit. And deep breath and exhale, come on down. Good. All right, make sure that mat is under your ribs so you don't slide. And we're going to go ahead and walk along the frame until our hands are right at the end of the machine above the risers, those black knobs. Legs are active. We're pressing those hips down. Inhale, slide out. We're going to exhale, pull the heart through the end of the machine and roll those shoulders back. Inhale, slide out. Elbows are pointing down as the collarbone opens. Exhale. So the heart reaches through the end, the chest opens up and slide out. And we'll do 5. Exhale. 4. And it's nice to have the head rest up. 3, because then it doesn't tap. And 2. And slide out. And 1. Shoulders go back out of the neck. Come halfway back. And little pulse. Shoulders are back. Tummy in. 6. And 5. Legs are active. 4. And 3. And 2. All the way through. We're going to slide all the way out and we're going to hang here. We're going to rotate our knuckles up. Palms are facing down on the top of that riser. Now we're going to pull the elbows wide and shoulders still trying to come down. And 7. And elbows wide. 6. Shoulders back. Long through the neck, long through those legs. 4 more. 4. 3. Shoulders back. 2. Elbows out as much as you can. Now we're going to do those pulses again. Halfway out and pulse. Feel those shoulders moving towards the glutes. 6 and 5. Belly in. 4. Unshrug. 3. Control the motion. 2. All the way through. Slide it out. Hang there for a second if you want to. Drop the head. Kind of hang on those risers. Watch your feet. And then let's grab the frame and slide all the way back in. All right, make sure you're on that box. If you slid forward, kind of scoot yourself back. And we're going to do some single arm work. So we're going to have our left hand on that peg. You're also welcome to have the arm out to a T position. We're going to grab that rope and let's hold it at the tape. If you get going and you find it's too heavy, let's come below the metal. But right here, tape. Chest is lifted and open, abs are lifted, and pelvis is pressing down with nice extended legs. We're going to bring that arm straight back and keep the chest lifted as the arm goes forward. And 5. Palm is facing in, knuckles are out. And 4. Exhale to pull. 3. Try not to sink through the chest when you're pulling and when you're reaching forward. The chest stays lifted. We're going to hold this next one back. The elbow will be stationary and we're going to bend and extend. If you feel your shoulder pinch, lower the elbow down a little bit. 5. Pull back on that left peg. 4. Feel like you're sliding your chest forward to the mirror in front of you. 3. 2. 1. Bend it slow and release. Awesome job. Okay. Right hand on that peg. We're going to grab the tape on the left loop. Chest starts lifted. Abs are lifted. Legs are active. All right, with a straight arm, draw that shoulder back and pull that arm back to your hip. Inhale forward. Both shoulders are pulling down. 5. 4. Smooth. 3. We're trying not to use momentum. We're just smooth and even with the pace. 1 more. Bring the arm back, hold it back, and bend. Elbow is stationary. Upper arm doesn't move. It's right by the top of the box. 5. Lift your heart. Pull your belly button back in. 4. Lengthen the neck. 3. By getting those shoulders down. 2. Really squeeze the arms straight. Hold it and bend slow. Let's peg that loop. All right, we're going to come off. Okay, let's move that mat. We don't need that black mat. We're going to put the headrest flat. And let's change our, let's leave our spring right. We'll leave that blue or that blue yellow. And let's pick up just our right loop. So we're going to go ahead and scoot our hips back a little bit further than we normally would. We're going to send those arms forward. Just the right hand has that loop. Chest is up. We're going to straighten those legs out. We're going to tilt the tailbone under. Really reach those legs out straight. Hollow out your lower belly. We're going to bicep curl here. Single arm. Inhale, arms all the way out. Exhale. So we want to recruit those abdominals before we start pulling. 5. Back is rounded. Chest is drawn forward. 4. Tailbone is curved under. 3, 2. Now arms go forward. We're going to rotate so the knuckles are up. We're going to roll it up. We're going to grab up to the tape. And let's put our feet on the headrest, scoot forward a little bit. So knuckles are up, round your tailbone, shoulders are down. Keep even on those hips. We're going to pull. And elbows are just pulling wide. This shouldn't feel really super heavy for the arm. We want to feel this right in our center. And 5. Keep those feet heavy. 4. Pull those abs and ribs in. 3, 2, and 1. Sit up nice and tall. Roll it up and sit up straight. Good. Short loop. Knuckles out. Arms are going to stay straight. It's mostly straight. We're going to round at the same time. We're going to pull those arms to a V and roll it up. Sit up tall. And tilt the tailbone under and pull. Try to stay heavy on that left hip. It's easy to roll out with that right arm. And 4. Lift up tall, round and pull. 3. Draw those abs in. And 2. And sit up tall. Crown of the head to the ceiling. And pull. 1. Arms go forward. Roll yourself up. And let's peg that strap. Good. All right. Left hand in the short loop. Scoot back again. Legs out. Palms up. Round your tailbone. Roll your shoulders back towards that foot bar. Legs are reaching. And we're going to bicep curl and extend. Shoulders are down. Tailbone's tilted. And we've got 5 more. 5. Abs in. 4. Try to get the arm all the way out. 3. Pull those abs in before you pull. Abs in. 2. Arms go out. Reach. Roll your chest forward. Sit up tall. Feet down. Good. Let's scoot forward a touch. We're going to grab up to that tape. Now, chest is up. Knuckles are up. Shoulders are down. Round your tailbone. And again, keep those hips even. Pull the elbows wide. So we're doing sort of a row. And 4. And 3. Abs are in. 2. Arms go forward. Sit yourself up tall. All right, short strap again. Knuckles out. So palms are up facing each other. As you round, so as you tilt here, you're going to pull those arms out to a V and round and pull. Watch those front mirrors that your arms are trying to stay straight. Inhale, sit up tall and round and pull. 4, hollow out that lower belly. And 3, and sit up tall and around. 2, and sit up tall last time. Arms go forward, roll your chest up, sit up nice and tall. And let's shake that out. Good. All right. Let's take that loop with us. We're going to put it in the right hand and spin all the way around. This could be done a little bit heavier. So if you'd like to add that yellow spring, go ahead and put your loop down and add a yellow. And we'll have a yellow blue. We're going to grab loops. And we're going to go short straps. So we're going to have the feet dangling into the springs. You might just need to move those around. We're going to sit up right on top of those sit bones. We're going to go ahead and let's start with the arms out to that hug a tree position. If you find this is too heavy, go to your longer straps. We're going to reach those arms forward right at the bottom of the sternum. Inhale, lift up. And try to keep those arms in front of you so they'll never come completely behind you. Let's go. 4. Hearts are lifted, abs are in. 3. Feel that seat belt right across the lower belly. Pull those abs in. 2. Finish with your arms wide. Lower the arms down the sides of the body. Now rotate so your palms are forward, thumbs are turned out. We're going to lift those fingertips forward, shoulder blades down the back, and taller. Come up from those sit bones. The spine is really long. Chest is tall. 4. Sit up and sternum over pubic bone. 3. You should line that upper body up. Pull those fingertips up, shoulder blades down. 2. Exhale. 1. Finish nice and tall. Good. Bend those elbows. Shoulders are down. Sit up on those sit bones. All right, we're going to go out. 1, to the mirror, out to the side walls, down. And now pause as you bend your elbows back and press it out. Open to a T. Arms go down and bend those elbows. Let's go 3 more. Out. 1. Open. 2 to the T. Down to the hips. 3. Bend those arms. 4. 2 more. Out. 1. Open to that T. Nice and tall. Lower abs are in. Belly button is in. Last time. Finish tall. Open. Lift the chest. Arms down. Bend those elbows. And good. We're going to hinge forward. Shoulders are down. We're going to bring those ropes over the shoulders. We're going to do salute. So our elbows are pulled out. Our ribs and abs are pulled up. We're leaning forward towards our knees. Look in that mirror in front of you and have your palms facing the floor so that pinky finger is in that strap. We're going to extend to where the wall and the ceiling meet and bend those elbows wide. Exhale, belly lifting, lifting, lifting. Tummy in, ribs are lifting. And 6, shoulders are down. And 5, try to keep the shoulders off those ears. Press those arms straight. 4, draw those shoulders down into that armpit area. 2, and extend. Finish with a bend, shoulders down, belly in, and let's release. Good. We're going to peg those straps. And let's do a little side stretch here. Put your left hand down and just reach over, stretch up. And hand down and reach the other arm up and over. Keep that hip heavy. Inhale. And come on down. Good. We're going to turn our boxes sideways. And we're going to leave a blue spring on. So if you have a yellow on, let's change it down. We're just going to do a blue. If you're very tall, you might want to gear out on this one. So you may want to press the carriage out 1 gear. We're going to go ahead and hold that foot bar. We're going to come up onto the carriage. And we're going to go ahead and walk those heels up. So they're just about halfway up that box. And press back on those heels so the box is really pressed into those shoulder pads. You're going to keep your shoulders right over your foot bar. So when we press out, the legs will extend out to a plank, and I want you to rotate your chest to the mirror in front of you. Now arch your back, send your hips a little lower, and we're going to lift those hands off the foot bar and do little squats. Shoulders are down, and pulse, and 7, and 6. Try to do it smooth and easy. 5, abs up. 4, shoulders down. 3, 2, 1. Hands to the foot bar. As you press out, exhale, rotate the chest. You're going to rotate on that shoulder girdle. Legs extend, knees in. Inhale. Arms are like your kickstands. You're just rotating on that shoulder. Legs extend. Pull up on those ribs. Pull up on the belly. We're going to do 3 more. We're going to add a little push-up. Shoulders stay right over the foot bar. Straighten those legs. Little bend and press and tuck that tailbone. Come in. And legs extend. Chest rotates forward. And elbows bend and press. And tuck that tailbone. Carriage in. And exhale. Abs in. Lower belly. And last. Bend and press. And come in. We're going to let the carriage come to the stopper. Shift our hips back. Round the back a little bit. And little pulses. Pulse. And 8. Unshrug. 7. You can keep those fingers down. 6, 5, hips low. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to put the hands back. We're going to add to this just a little bit. We're going to press that carriage out. Lengthen the chest forward. Shoulders are right over that foot bar. Lift your left knee to your chest. Tuck it in. And put it back against that box. Lengthen the chest forward. Right knee in. Knee to the chest, chest to the knee. Lift that knee. and press it back, lengthen your chest forward. And last two, knee in, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull those abs in, and send that chest forward, legs extend. Last time, right knee, tuck it in, send that leg out, come into your plank, tuck the knees into your chest, and let's step forward, and we'll take a little seat. Very nice. How's that feeling? Should be feeling like a little bit of a challenge. Okay, side planking. We're going to step back up, holding on to that foot bar. The left foot's going to actually be behind. It's going to be pinky toe right up against that box. The feet are flat. Right foot is forward. So that right hand's going to come to the center of the foot bar with the left hand at the front. You're going to round your head down. You're going to tuck your tailbone. It's almost like your pubic bone is drawing forward to that wall in front of you. You're piked up into that lifted rib, lifted ab position. Your shoulders will stay here. We're going to send the legs out. Your chest again is going to glide forward. Exhale and pike up. Pull the carriage all the way in. Exhale out. Hold, inhale, and exhale. Now try to keep this big toe down if you can. And we're going to go 3, lengthen the chest. Now drop on the sternum, drop on those abs, drop on those ribs. 2, exhale. And round that spine, drop that head, pull those abs in. Pull it all the way in and reach under with those legs. Good. We're going to step forward, shake it out a little bit. We're going to turn towards the other wall. Right foot is back, left foot is forward. Good. Left hand is center of the foot bar, right hand on the front. So we're hands right under shoulders. We're going to tuck the tail, drop the head. We're going to feel that lifting up through the waist. Inhale before we go, carriage in. Exhale. Lengthen the chest forward. Press those legs out. If you're tight in the hamstrings, when you come in here, you can bend the knees a little bit and press it out, straighten the legs. Chest glides forward to the wall in front of you. And tuck your tailbone, drop your head, pull up on the belly and ribs. And keep that left big toe down. 3. Breathe before you go. Exhale to go out. Shoulders down the back, chest forward. 2. Put that big toe down. 1 more. Straighten those legs. Lengthen that chest. Reach the carriage out. Pull it back in. Hold it in. And let's step back. Nice job. All right. Let's go ahead and put the boxes away. We're going to pick up our black mat one more time for a little padding for our hip. So we're going to put this black mat, line it up with the back shoulder pad, and it's going to go towards the foot bar, depending on how tall you are. So if you're very tall, it will be almost touching the bottom of the carriage. We're going to scoot those hips back, and we're going to put ourselves in a Cleopatra position. We're still on that blue spring. So the hips are going to go onto that mat, and you are going to put down your elbow. And you should have a nice space between your hip and your elbow. We're going to grab that loop that's closest to the street or to the right, and we're going to put it on the right foot. Now chest is up. We want to feel lifted and long under that left side of the body. Good. We're going to lift that knee even with the hip, chest up, shoulders down the back, and we're going to press straight out. And we're going to imagine that we could put that heel on that foot bar. 7. Keep lifting. You're going to make a nice triangle shape underneath that left side. 4. 5. Shoulders are down with the heart lifting. Lift under the ribs. 2 more. Try to keep that leg lifted. Now hold the leg straight. We're going to go forward to the street, and we're going to pull back. We're going to inhale, and we're going to stop before we feel the pelvis move. So the pelvis should be stationary. Good. And 5. Lift your heart. Lift up under the ribs. 4. 3. Forward and back, chest up. 2. Bring the leg just in front of the frame, a little lift up. And up with the upper body. 6. 5. 4. 3. Lift up. 2. And 1. Bend it in. Should be feeling that a lot right here. So tap it out or rub it out. Good. We're going to take that leg out of the loop. Let's come up. And we'll stand up. and walk around. Give those legs a little shake out. We'll move that mat to the other side, line it up with that shoulder pad. And again, we're going to go ahead and take a seat, kind of sitting like Cleopatra here. So we're going to be down on that hip and down on our elbow. We're going to go ahead and put that left foot in the strap. If this is too intense on the elbow, you're welcome to put your headrest up and lay down with your head and shoulder down. So we're going to press to the center of the foot bar. The leg is even with the hips. We're lifted up through that armpit and rib cage. We're going to bend the knee and press, reaching that heel directly in line with our tailbone to press to the foot bar, and bend and press 6, and maybe tilt the head so it's lined up with the spine so you're not feeling a pinch in your neck. 5. Abs are pulled in across that pelvis. 4. So you're feeling your abs pull back here. 3, 2, lift that chest, shoulders down the back. Now leg goes forward to the sidewall and back. Recruit those abdominals. Inhale, forward and back. We're stable here. 6, shoulders down. 5, 4, heart lifting, shoulders down. 3, lift up under those ribs. This is our last pull. And then the leg goes forward slightly in front of the frame, flex the foot, lift, and tailbone back to the street. 6 and 5, up with the chest. 4, lift that upper body. 3 and 2 and 1, and pull it back and bend it in. Good. We'll sit up and slip that loop off. Very nice. Okay, we're going to come off that sticky mat and go ahead and put it away. Headrest will be flat. We're going to change our spring weight. So we're going to add 2 reds. And maybe you'd like to leave that blue on. 2 reds and a blue will be quite heavy. We're going to be doing 2 sets of butt presses with 10 pulses. So 10 with 10 pulses on each leg, twice. So you can also add just a yellow or just do those 2 reds. So I'm going to grab a ball, and we're going to put that ball in the headrest. And let's start on the other side again. So we give that left leg a break. So we're going to lay down. And again, our hips are lined up with that back shoulder pad. And we're going to lay on our left side. And we're going to go ahead and put that right foot on the foot bar. We're going to put the big toe down to the inside part of the heel on that foot bar. And we're going to pull the pinky toe back just like the foot was pressed up against a wall. And we're going to lift the waist up and press straight out. Should feel fairly heavy. And bend in. And 2. Keep space under your rib, or between your rib and your hip, so that waist is trying to lift. Let's go. 7. Try to get full extension. 6 and 5. Slow to come in. Control that carriage. 4. Lift your chest. Stretch that spine and torso. 2. Halfway in and pause. Little pulses out and out and out. 8, 7, 6, and 5. Keep breathing. 4. Pull that pinky toe back. 3, 2, all the way out. Stretch and come in. Good. Now we're going to slide the foot down, and we're going to be on the pinky toe edge, outside edge of the heel, chest up, waist up, and press. Inhale and exhale. Good. And let's go. 7. Waist is up. We're trying to lift that chest towards that ball. Lengthen the chest towards those shoulder pads. And 3 more. 3, 2. Halfway in and pause. And little pulse. And pulse. And good. And 7. And 6. Keep breathing. 5, 4. From the pinky toe to the outside part of the heel. All the way out. Woo! Come on back. Good. And let's scoot forward. Let's change. We're going to come up or maybe walk around. We're going to turn. And let's lay on our right side. So we're going to start big toe down to the inside part of the heel. We want to pull that pinky toe back like the foot's pressed on a wall. And we're going to lift that waist, lift those chest towards those shoulder pads, and press it out and in. I like to put my top hand on the shoulder pad so I'm not sliding through. And 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Full extension, nice and controlled, halfway in, and pulse it. So we're not using momentum, we're pulling that pinky toe back, and we're going to go 7, 6, waist up, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way out, and come back in. Good. If you're sliding, scoot down. We're going to put that pinky edge of the foot all the way down to the outside part of the heel on that foot bar, and we're going to press out and come in. Waist up, and 8. So find that space right between the rib and the hip. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Halfway in and little pulses out, out. 8, 7, 6, breathing. 3, 2, all the way out, and come back in. Very nice. All right, let's sit up. We're going to take that ball with us. If you're not already there, change it down to 2 red springs. We're going to go ahead and lay on our backs. Let's leave the headrest flat. Let's lift those hips up and put that ball right under the pelvis or right under the sacrum. And we're going to relax and take that left ankle over that right knee and just stretch. Maybe leaving that foot on the foot bar. Let's outstretch those arms. Let your knuckles hang nice and heavy through the arm. Maybe that knee comes in. Good, deep breath. And then let's put that foot down and change. We're going to switch right ankle over left knee and hold, and then bring that knee up if it feels good. And then both feet down. Good. We're going to lift those hips off the ball. Set those hips down. And we're going to press out and put the loops on. If you'd like, you could put your headrest up. That's your choice. We're going to leave those legs straight. All right. Good. All right. We're going to go ahead and bend in a little frog and press out. It's not a very deep bend, so you want to stop those knees right about the pelvis. It's a small frog. 4, 3, 2, and hold the legs out. Point the toes. Now legs open and pull closed. Keep that pelvis still and pull closed. And 3. Abs are holding here. 2. Shoulders and ribs are relaxed. We're going to put those 2 together. So we're going to bend in a little. Legs open to the sides and pull and in. Now, if it feels better, you can just open the feet, press out, and close. So the more challenging version is just a little bend, open, and then pull. And let's go in, open, 1 more. Bend, pause, open the legs, and pull. Let's reverse. Open the legs, keeping the carriage still, pull the heels together, and press out. And again, this could be open, bend, touch the heels, and press out. Or it's open, carriage won't move as you pull the heels in, touch the heels, and press out. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go up, open, circle, and keep those tailbones heavy. And let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's change directions. We're going to open up and together. Try to keep those hips nice and even, nice and heavy. 3, 2, And bring those legs up. Good. Pull down on your ropes and stretch. Good. Bend one knee. Keep one leg straight. Pull down on that rope if you want to increase that stretch. And then press that other leg up and switch. Breathe. And then both knees into your chest. We're going to let the soles of the feet press together, knees open. Stretch out those inner thighs a little bit. Good. Knees come to center. We're going to slip those loops off. And we're going to set those loops down, and we're going to change our spring weight. So we're going to sit up. We're going to take it down to just a red, and we're going to lay right back down. Press the carriage out. We're going to press on the right foot, and then that left foot lifts off and goes into that long strap. And we're just going to hold that leg up to the ceiling and stretch. So left leg is up. Relax those shoulders. We're going to open those arms out nice and wide. Leg goes across the body. Left shoulder is going to be nice and heavy. Anchor that left side. Deep breaths in. Use your exhale to relax. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bring that leg back to center. The pelvis is level. Right foot goes down on the floor, and we're going to bend slowly in. Keep those arms wide, chest relaxed. Breathe. Let your lower back sink a little bit heavy. Maybe tuck your tailbone a little bit. Feel that thigh stretch on that right side. And then we're pressing out. We're going to take that foot off the floor, right ankle over left knee, and do a figure four stretch. Nice breaths and relaxing deep breaths. Good. While you're here, grab your right loop. We're going to put the right foot into the strap. Change out. Left foot to the foot bar. Let your shoulders relax heavy. Tailbone is pulling down towards the floor, so drop those hips. Arms wide, leg goes across. Maybe press out a little bit. Pull the toes to your nose. That right shoulder is your anchor. Deep breath. Exhale, relax. One more time. Leg comes center. Good. Slowly step that left foot down to the floor, right into the springs. Bend in slowly. Arms can stay wide. Chest is heavy. Back of the shoulders are really connected into the mat. And then let's press out. Left ankle comes over right knee. Figure four stretch. Relax and breathe. Good. One more deep breath. And we'll take that leg out of that cross. Take that loop off. Let's go ahead and sit up. Good. Sitting at the center of your carriage, you're going to put your hands behind you and squeeze those elbows and shoulder blades together behind you. Pull those abs in. And then reach those arms forward. Tuck your tail. Press the hands forward and stretch the back. Reach up to the ceiling. Stretch out your back. Straighten it up. Arms come down. Let's go ahead and put your left hand down by your side and reach your right arm over your ear. Take a deep breath. And then up and over to the right. Right hand down. Breathe into that left rib cage. And then arms down. Relax those shoulders and let's roll. Roll those shoulders back. And one more in this back direction. And then forward, up and around. And 3 and 2 and 1. And arms up. And let's reach it down. And we are all done, you guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed class.